Hey kids, it's me, Kevin Smith, and we just wrapped up the first ever SModcastle Film Festival. We had an awards ceremony at SModcastle Cinemas, and it was absolutely lovely. The whole fest was wonderful. Ernie did a phenomenal fucking job. Turned into a legit film festival, man. Go figure. So we gave out a bunch of awards. The awards were chosen by the audience and stuff. They voted. Let's meet the winners of the first ever SModcastle Film Festival. This is like when they started American Idol and it was like Kelly whatever the fuck and the other guy with the fro. Like, what was his name? Justin and Kelly. These are the Justin and Kellys of SModcastle Film Festival. Tell them your name.
I'm Rebecca DeMarco.
Tell them the project you brought.
Marijuana Minutes.
And tell them what you're holding.
An award for Best Actress in a Comedy. Wow!
How did it feel, man, when they called your name?
Pretty freaking good.
Right?
Yeah, you kidding me?
What was it beautiful as you got up and you're like, I got a big-ass speech and I'm going to get to the end, and nobody bothered to try to stop you. We all stood back and were like, take your moment.
Yeah, I demand it, you know?
You earned it, for heaven's sakes. You earned it.
I appreciate it.
What was your overall impression of the SModcastle Film Festival? I know it's tainted by the fact that you won, but before you won, what did you think?
Before I won, everyone's been so kind. I mean, throughout the whole process, everyone from the box office to the concession stand, everybody that works at this festival has been so kind and generous with their time.
You know, thank you for shouting out the kids who work the festival, are literally kids, high school kids.
I love the kids. I love the children.
Congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
a goddamn winner. Excellent job.
Marijuana Minutes comes out on April 20th, 2023, and my director really wants to shake your hand if you have time for it at any moment.
Did he win an award? I only shake hands with the award winners.
Come on.
Of course. Not only will I shake his hand, I'll give him a big hug. Get in here, motherfucker.
I had to.
Plug one more time like she did. Plug. When does it come out?
4/20/2023. Marijuana Minutes. Rent it. Stream it wherever it is. Thank you.
Excellent fucking job. Congrats. Congrats. Look at these two double-fisting fucking awards and shit. Walking around like the Coen brothers. Just holding so much tin. What's your name?
Zach Morrison.
And what'd you win here?
Best editing.
For
Everything's Fine, A Panic Attack in D major.
And what's your name?
David Seaman.
And what? Yeah?
Yeah.
And what'd you win for?
Original music, Everything's Fine, A Panic Attack in D major.
Now, what went through your mind when your name was called? When you win an award, what was the first thing that happens?
I choke for a little bit, and I have an actual panic attack, and then I get up on stage, and I realize, like, it's actually okay. But it's the coolest feeling in the world, and it never gets old.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be ready to be happy for whoever's going to win. And then when it's me, I go for that first, like, and then
I'm happy for me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay to do that, right?
Self-joy is what it's all about,
yeah.
for heaven's sakes. What were your impressions of the festival before you won the awards? Obviously, this taints it a little bit, but what was your impression of the festival pre-awards?
Truly, it's been amazing. I mean, we're both from New Jersey, and to see a festival like this, and you being here, supporting New Jersey arts and the film industry here, it's just so cool to see something like this in our relative backyards, you know?
You?
I mean, I'm trying not to freak out about being here with you right now, because it's just like, you know, your commitment to encouraging artists, especially artists from Jersey, to make cool shit and put it up in New Jersey, because that's what I've been trying to do, and I know that's what Zach does, and so for you to create a platform for people to do that, I don't know. I'm proud of you and in awe of you, and it's very cool.
That means the world,
Yeah.
man. Thank you. That you heard it from the mouths of the babes themselves. Double winners right here, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent job, kids.
Thank you very
Excellent
much.
job.
Really.
Excellent meeting you, man. Thank you. And thanks for coming and bringing the film to the festival. All right, here we go. What's your name, Captain?
Jeff Beals.
Jeff, you're holding tin. What'd you win for?
Jeff Beals and Matt Beals winning for the Marshmallow Mystery Tour, Best Comedy Feature.
The very first Best Comedy Feature went to the Marshmallow Mystery Tour.
Yeah.
You are?
Jeremy Risch.
And you are in the Marshmallow Mystery Tour.
I am in the Marshmallow Mystery Tour.
What was it like? What did it feel like when they called your name? I haven't won in a long time. Explain winning to a loser.
It felt like waking from a long, long dream that went for more than a decade. This film started to get written when my son was just born. Now he's 12. So it takes a long time, but it's kind of the story of our lives and the story of a lot of people's lives who grew up loving all the stuff you were selling at Quick Stop, and then maybe ask themselves, where's this all coming from? What's going on? What if Charlie really ran the chocolate factory? And then tries to tell it as a real comedy. So that's what we tried to do.
What was it like for you when the film got called out? Knowing you were up for actor as well, but the movie itself won.
This was
predicated on the performance.
This almost felt better in some ways because it wasn't just about, oh, I'm a great actor. It was like, oh, wow, we really did a thing as a team of people. And that, it just kind of warmed my heart, and because I fell in love with Jeff and Matt working on this movie, and
we became brothers doing this, and it was a huge family. I mean, talking hundreds of people, not working for anything but love of the game, and it was and getting arrested many times. The amount of police involvement here, sorry, you couldn't stop us. They locked up my brother at one point, but we got him out of jail, and the film got made.
There's the story of indie film right there, kids. Not even jail will stop an indie filmmaker. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
One thing can I just say, it's on Amazon Prime now, just released, the Marshmallow Mystery Tour. Check it out there, and if you can tweet it out, let the world know. We want them to see this film. Thank you so much.
Spread the word, the Marshmallow Mystery Tour. Congrats, man.
Peace out, man.
Congrats,
Thank you.
boys.
Again, you're the
Such a
best.
pleasure. You rock. Excellent to see you. Tell them your name.
My name's Erin Brown Thomas.
Tell them what you're holding.
I'm holding a moose or a cow, a movie.
Yes. What'd you win it for? No
I was
worries.
just talking to Moose. That's where Moose came from.
No, Moose is here.
Yeah.
What'd you win for?
This is for acting in a comedy short.
Called?
Truman, called Rekindled.
Now, what did it feel like when they called your name?
We had not that many people at the screening compared to some of the others, so it was a little bit like, really? Amazing! You guys must have all voted for it. Felt very good. Felt extraordinary. I love making movies, and like I said, every time this happens, it's like, hey, maybe someone will let me make another one. So
Damn true. Now, I know the win taints it, but what did you think of the festival before you won? How'd Ernie do?
Okay, so here's the thing. I curate for a living. I have been to probably 100 film festivals. I can tell you what is really special about this festival. There's no fucking ego here. I love it. I love how down to earth this place is. The moment we walked in, me and my friends felt it. We said, this is going to grow into something really special because it gives zero fucks about it gives zero fucks about the things you shouldn't give any fucks about. And everyone here has been very unpretentious. Everyone's been very welcoming of everyone. Everyone knows how hard it is to make a movie. It's like pushing a rock uphill constantly while also trying to sleep and eat and not kill yourself. And so I felt that when I was here. It felt like everyone was looking at each other in the eyes like we are now. And so I have only great things to say about this festival.
Yeah, that means the world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So glad you made a thing.
Yes,
When is it come? Where can they see it, and how can they interact with it?
Sure. I actually had 4 films at the festival. They're all on you can find them from ErinBrownThomas.com, that and a couple other films. So ErinBrownThomas.com, ErinBrownThomas_filmmaker on Instagram, and this one, Rekindled, is on Amuletto on YouTube. Yeah.
You, man. Excellent job.
Thank you
Excellent
so
job.
much, Kevin.
Congrats. Tell them your name.
Hi, I'm Heather Britton O'Scanlan with victim number 6.
What is this?
This is the Golden Pig.
What'd you win for?
I won for Best Actor in a Drama.
Hey, man. So,
I'm really excited.
what did it feel like when they said your name? I never win anything. Tell me.
All right, no one's buying that because you are a big winner and you inspire us all, so thank you for that. It felt amazing, and the words that almost came out of my mouth was, every time I win, I'm always surprised. And I censored it in my head before I spit it out because that sounds like every time I win. But I'm blessed with the film. Victim number 6 has been doing well. I feel really thankful. My writer-director, Nancy Mena, and my producing partner, my co-star, Russ Russo, we had a great team. I'm very, very proud of our project. So it's affirming every time any of us gets a win, and somehow I'm still surprised every time we get a win. So it's truly amazing. I am a Jersey girl.
What part? Where from?
So I live in Colts Neck.
Oh my God, you're a Monmouth County girl, for heaven's sake.
County girl. The Atlantic Highlands Theater is a theater I've been coming to for nearly 20 years. I'm so thankful you bought it and saved it, because cinema should be seen in a live cinema with an audience, and I'm so thankful you're keeping that alive for all of us filmmakers.
Hey, that means the world. B, I'm glad we did it. You got to win. Fuck. Where can they interact with the film?
So you can find me at Heather O'Scanlan across all social media. Victim number 6 is VictimNO6, hashtag VictimNO6, or VictimNO6.com.
Yes, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Excellent job. It's going to be all about you. Tell them your name.
I'm Keon Hedayati.
And what are you holding right there?
I'm holding the Best Director Award, first official SModcastle Film Festival. Boom, boom, boom.
Our very first Best Director. What's your name?
My name is Brandon ODell.
What are you holding?
I'm holding my cinematographer's trophy for Best Cinematography at Kevin Smith's SModcastle Film Festival. His name is Emmanuel Andrade, and he is, honestly, when I first stepped on set, I'm the lead actor in the film. I saw him and I was like, oh shit, this dude's working way too fucking hard. I gotta like step my fucking game up.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
What did it feel like when I called out your name?
I mean, it's still rather surreal just to be standing here and talking with you. We watch your films forever. We know who you are, big time. Hopefully you'll know who we are soon. I love you, buddy.
Do now, fuck, you're our first Best Director.
Fucking, it's more of an honor than I can even explain. Like, it really is. It just feels fantastic. It just feels fantastic to know that we can keep making movies.
Amen.
Amen.
It's been tainted because you guys walked away with some tin, but prior to this, what did you think? How did Ernie do with the festival this year?
Okay, Ernie, I'll give a little story. The night before the festival began, I went to SModcastle late at night because my flight was late, and I just wanted to see what's going on. And I go in there and I see this guy just working in there by himself. And I go in and Ernie lets me in and it's him. And he just starts making jokes with me. And he makes me feel comfortable, makes me know that, like, it's not about the competition here. It's just about, like, everybody getting together and collaborating. We're going to be meeting a lot of people that we're working with again. Absolutely. So Ernie's the fucking man. And he's the only festival director I've met that taught me how to do the crane kick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's fantastic.
What was the perspective like as the guy who was the star of the film, watching all of this, being a part of it?
Man, it's crazy, because I quit my job without having any money to like actually bounce back and maybe stay afloat.
No backup plan.
Yeah, and the fact that he had me in mind for the lead role is absolutely nuts. I mean, you're like one of my best friends. It's great. Thank you. Fucking love you, dude. The fact you had faith in me to do that's crazy, because never took acting classes or anything. I was working at UPS, for Christ's sakes, not doing really much. But I didn't want to do that, and you knew it. And just thank you, man. Can't believe it. But this is fucking crazy. I don't even know what I'm saying.
What you're saying is beautiful, man. You're acknowledging him for fucking lifting you up, for giving you something to be. He saw something in you, believed in you and shit. Yes. Look at you. You're on your way, and you're more than on your fucking way. Well done, man. First Best Director of the SModcastle Film Festival right there. What's your name?
Lloyd Pitts.
What's your name?
Julian Maggio.
And what are you holding right there?
I am holding an award for the Best Horror at the SModcast Film Festival 2022.
Now, if I understand correctly, and I could say for these folks, this is a creative partnership that goes beyond the creative partnership, correct?
That is correct. We are a married couple, and we're both stunt performers for TV and film, and that's how we met, was on set, and training together. We both worked on Avengers Endgame, Cobra Kai, Fear Street Trilogy, and like 60 other credits, so we started out there and got married and decided to start making films.
No better partner to make art with than the partner. Absolutely. What was it like, what did it feel like, rather, when they called out the movie?
It was unimaginable. I still remember the day that I was laying down on the couch during lockdown, and she walked in, and I've pitched my wife 100 different ideas, and she's kind of rolled her eyes at some of them, but when I pitched her the idea for Gravedigger, that I'm holding this for, she lit up and was like, well, what happens next? And I didn't have an answer yet. I was like, I just got this idea. And she's like, well, you have to go put this on paper now. So that moment was a year and a half ago, and it's still so fresh that this is unimaginable that we're standing here with you today holding this.
A year and a half later, you aggregated right to a finished thing that's actually going to a festival and winning. Excellent job. What was the creative process like? How do you break down between who did what?
So obviously I wrote the script, I passed it off to her, and then while she broke down locations, costumes, props, and everything on the back end, I then started creating concept art for the characters, and we'd go back and forth and pick and choose, because sometimes, we were working off of our own budget, and she'd say, you can have A or B. You know what I mean? So that was it. I was on the creative side, and she was complete back of the house.
Now, something tells me that you were not training your whole life to be back of the house. But you seem like a front of the house kind of person.
Yeah.
What was it like being the facilitator?
It was honestly a nice balance for me because I've been in front of camera for so long, and it was actually a really exciting year for me because I actually was one of the first ever to be Emmy nominated in the stunt performance category, and that was during the time we were making Cobra Kai. So I felt very fulfilled creatively performing in front of camera. So to finally get to be behind camera and facilitate, and I'm very analytical, so it was really exciting to be doing all of that and be like, holy shit, I'm making a fucking film, and I'm figuring it out. We had a 40 to 50 person crew, and we were just working it out every step of the way. So we are very compatible, not just in marriage, but in creators together. So it was great.
Being performers that now know how to harness and tell your own stories means the sky's the limit. You don't need anybody's permission or help ever again. How awesome, man. I know this evening is tainted because you guys won something, but prior to that, what was your impression of the film festival? Did Ernie do a good job?
Oh, absolutely. No, this was immaculate. Your staff at the cinema itself was very inviting. They also offered really great feedback because by the time we got here, everyone had already seen our film, which we were unprepared for. So it's almost like while we were on our way, we forgot anyone was going to watch it besides us. We were hoping that people outside of our friends and family were going to see this, and for us to walk through the front doors, and Ernie was the first person to be like, I loved your film. I was like, oh my God, people have watched it. Okay. It was amazing.
How about you?
It was awesome. So my parents actually were very much in the process. My father was executive producer and one of the actors in our film.
Awesome.
So I'm all about family, and we have a very close-knit group of friends who do everything with us. So I think everything that SModcastle was really embraced that, and it was so cool to meet so many people that are so close to you that you've been creating with since day one, because that's what we do too. So it felt like we were already home, and it was a really fun film festival.
Damn beautiful, man. Thank you for that. Kids, congratulations.
Thank you.
Means damn world that you
I
came.
may tell you a quick story. I started to tell you this on stage, but 7 years ago you were in Atlanta, and I met you outside of the venue, and I told you, yeah, I'm trying to get out of stunts. I really want to be a director. You looked at me, and I say this with love, like I was stupid. And you're like, well, go fucking direct, man. And I was like, oh, I don't have a quit. I started coming up with excuses that now I know are bullshit. But you were like, pull out your fucking phone and make a movie. So it was so serendipitous to come and see you here at this festival and say, hey, I listened.
You did. That means the fucking world, man.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you so much for encouraging people.
Show them the photo of you guys.
I have a photo from
Oh,
that
shit.
night. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Look at how young you look, and look how heavy I look. So dope, man. Well done.
It
God
means a
damn
lot
it.
that you encourage the film community to do what we're doing, because taking it from paper to screen is, courage-wise, the hardest thing you can possibly do. Yeah.
You did it, and you guys been awarded for it. Congratulations, congratulations. Making art together right here. What's your name, Captain?
Bryce.
What's your name, Captain?
Rob.
What are you holding in your hand?
This is a golden Mooby for Best Comedy Short.
And the name of that comedy short that won?
Jimmy.
These are the cats who won for Jimmy, man. And they obviously called each other up to say, what are you going to wear? What was it like when you heard Jimmy announced?
Tonight, it was pretty wild because it's about a big old dong. And so we just thought, how fucking silly, man. How fucking silly.
A film about Big Dick winning at a Kevin Smith Film Festival is very on brand, very on brand. How'd you feel when we said Jimmy?
Felt really good. Felt a little hard. I mean, you know, the statue felt a little hard. It was great. It was great. Yeah.
Now, the evening's been tainted for you gentlemen because you do walk away with an award. But prior to winning the award, what was your impression of SModcastle Film Festival?
Oh my God, man, we loved it. We're from about an hour north of here.
Where?
We're from Suffern, New York, and then we moved to Mahwah. So we're in Mahwah, New Jersey. We moved out to LA, and this has been a dream. Honestly, to come here with you it literally is everything. Honestly, man, it is everything to us.
That fucking means the world.
Me too.
We're going to do it again next year, and we'll do it again after that. You guys going to come back?
Oh, fuck yeah. We got a movie ready to rock. Yeah, we just finished our second feature.
Hey, man. Yeah. You too?
We do.
And what is the split between you guys? What's the breakdown of the work?
The work-wise, I'm the guy who sits there at the computer, and he's the guy who paces.
And he's like the secretary.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's even. We're both in the movies. We're both directing the movies. We edit. We write. We produce. We raise the money. It's just a two-man show, literally. It's
fucking Coen brothers right here, kids, pulling it together. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Proud of you boys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Winners. Tell them your name.
My name is Ron Tomeno.
And what are you holding, Ron?
I am holding the infamous Mooby Cow here.
And what'd you win for?
I won Best Documentary Short for Apartment 38.
What did it feel like when your name was said by the great Bob Hawke?
I was speechless. Well, first of all, your speech right before it, albeit long as fuck,
was long.
It was very powerful and very special, and you had a lot of emotion in that too, in that speech, and I saw that and I felt that. Very powerful intro, and to have Bob intro documentary, and to have the person who started you in the business, dude. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that.
We grabbed, and I forgot to say it when I was introducing Bob. The whole reason he did documentaries because he worked on The Times of Harvey Milk, which won an Academy Award like years and years ago. So we were like, well, Bob is the documentary guy.
Right.
Obviously the evening's been tainted because you won an award.
Yes.
But prior to that, what was your impression of the film festival?
It was awesome. I've been to many film festivals. Actually, I run my own film festival back in Albuquerque, the 48-Hour Film Project. And the way this festival was ran, first of all, I loved the seminars that you had. I went to the second one that you had this afternoon.
They were fun, man.
Oh, it was, and you hit the nail on the head with the questions that were being asked in the audience. Those are the seminars I want to go to. Thoughtful questions with responses that is going to help filmmakers pursue their careers. So with that, and also not only watching the films, but the networking. Networking, as you know, it's important in this industry. And with all these awesome filmmakers here, with everybody just putting in their heart and soul into these films and then talking to them afterwards, oh my God, it was such a great experience. I feel like I know so much more about film just after this weekend.
The idea of jumping into waters we were unfamiliar with in terms of like pulling off a whole festival. The fear of it was outweighed by this moment, the notion that like somebody would walk away with somebody and walk away with a prize, walk away with some sense of like, hey man, we didn't do it for nothing. People have seen it and whatnot. Where can they fuck with the flick?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where can they fuck with the flick? Where can they find the flick?
Ah, yes. So my current flick right now is not up. However, I'm planning to do a YouTube stream of it. Date yet to be announced. But that YouTube stream will be on at Green Couch Media at some point in the near future. And also, there's a website for supplemental material, apt38movie.com.
Beautiful. Give it up for him, kids. Well done.
And then I know you don't remember, but I met you many years ago. And
another photo.
Oh, another photo. I'm not the first, but.
Oh my God.
So.
Where are we?
Okay, so we're in Red Bank. In 2006, you hosted an evening with Kevin Smith at the Count Basie Theater. And then afterwards, at the secret stash. You said, everybody come out, I'll sign autographs, take pictures, whatever. And the line was out the door.
This was the longest Q&A I ever did, the night of the 7-hour Q&A.
So that was that night, and the line was wrapped all the way around the block. Red Bank Police had to be called in to monitor the line. So you created quite a commotion that night. But it was such a memorable night. It was such a memorable night.
Look at these two young bucks. One of them past to film, the other to future, man. My God, that's tremendous. And look at this, we're standing together again. Let's take a selfie and recreate this.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah, they were there.
Looking to the left. Excellent job.
Excellent. Thank you, Kevin. And thank you to you and to Ernie for putting this together. I mean, I know it was all Ernie, but with you being the face of it, it's given a lot of people hope that they can actually get their films out, and just that spirit. You got that spirit here, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Means a goddamn world. What's your name, Captain? Tell him your name.
Pierre Guilla.
Tell him your name, Captain.
Sammy Elanani.
You're both standing up here because we got some tin. Tell me what happened.
We won Best Documentary Feature for Book of Hearth.
What did it feel like when Book of Hearth was called?
I did not believe it because I have sat in that chair and not been called many times. So I just gave this guy a squeeze, and I felt like I was kind of invisible walking up there as well. Like it was a surreal moment.
Wow. What about you? What did it feel like when they said it?
It's incredible, but I owe a lot to him because I actually stole his speech going up. We were driving here, and I said, what are you going to say if we win, man? Like, we didn't prepare anything. And he said, well, what are you going to say? So I said some bullshit, and then he's like, well, this is what I'm going to say. And I said, all right. And then subconsciously, I just said exactly what he fucking said, man.
Totally betrayed me. Totally betrayed me.
In front of a live audience.
Yeah. But it's been a real pleasure, man. It's been a real pleasure to be here.
You had my favorite sentiment of the night, though, where you got up when they won, and he was like, look, I've been to a lot of things, these awards things, I hate them. But he was like, this was okay.
Well, see, this is what happens when someone steals your lines. Like, you have to come up with
You had to riff.
Yeah, for
It was beautiful. I loved it. It really captured the moment, man. That's tremendous. What?
Thanks for being in our film, by the way. I ran up on you February 2020, and you gave the best interview. It was the best 2 minutes ever. It was incredible.
That's all Kevin Smith ever gives anybody, 2 minutes. And not even the best, for heaven's sakes. 2 minutes, well, the oral is pretty damn good. What, I know it's tainted because you won 10. What was your impression of the film festival up to that moment, before you won?
Just super warm. I mean, film festivals are all about the community and filmmaking, and that's what we've experienced up until now, for sure. It's been great. Even events like these, the screenings, everyone's been nice, the staff. Ernie, as much as everyone talks shit about him, he's actually a great guy.
Really great guy. What was your impression?
I'm impressed. I'm impressed that it has such a vibe for the first year. Like, it has an identity. Like, I feel like I'm walking into a place that's lived already for a while. So that's really sweet.
You were the king of the compliment, man. Fucking, that's beautiful.
He's the talker, not me. I'm the silent Bob. He could be Jay.
You did very well. Don't sell yourself short. Look at these fucking winners right here. Look at these fucking winners' faces. Look at these faces. Study their fucking faces. That's the face of winners right there. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Mark Brown, Mark A.C. Brown, because of IMDb.
What's your name?
Tom Sawyer, Best Actor.
What's your name?
I'm Sharina Brown, Best Ensemble.
And what's your name?
Victoria Johnston, ditto.
Now, what's the name of the project that you guys have not one, not two, but three? The third one's not present. Awards for.
Dead on the Vine.
Tell them what it is.
It's a feature film. It's a thriller. It's darkly humorous thing set in a vineyard. Do I need to say more?
No, that's beautiful. What was it like when we said Dead on the Vine?
Which time? There was three. It gave me incredible happiness and lots of lovely feelies. Yeah, blew my mind.
It's beautiful, man. There was a lot of love for you in that room.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good. It was a nervous thing. This is our first festival.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's our world premiere. And we wanted it to be here. I asked my producer, who is much more successful than I am. We were meant to be entering into other stuff and doing things, and I was like, can I do SModcastle, please? And she was like, yeah, okay. One of them.
Don't embarrass him.
I've got loads of heroes. You're just.
I'm one of many.
You're in top 10. And so she's like, yeah, fine, enter that one. And so we did, and we got in, and then boom, here we are, winning. Cool shit, and so it's been an exceptional experience.
Now you won
Best Actor,
and literally got up and gave the fun speech, man. Right. The best speech of the night, the best accepted speech. Tell them what you said.
So, Best Actor. Everyone else who wants to be an actor should stop because we found the best actor.
We did it right here in New Jersey. Go figure. What was it like when they said your name? How'd it feel?
I mean, it was obvious. Who else is going to win but me, right?
Excellent point.
Right? You knew.
I did.
It could have been me.
Everyone knew.
That's true.
I was nominated in that category, and I'm a bit peeved that you. Yes, thank you. I may well bludgeon you with it.
Be yours.
Exactly. I'm going to sell it.
No, he deserved it. I mean, I obviously contributed, as did Victoria, to his bestness. And, you're welcome for that.
Thank you.
But yeah, you deserved it, bro.
You guys got in on ensemble. What was it like when we called out ensemble for you guys?
Best thing ever. Mark Brown's got a trait of winning Best Ensemble, so it's all kudos to him.
I like writing lots of characters who talk all at the same time. It's just, and the awards have worked out accordingly. It's just nice. Two people in a room. I did it my first film. Second film, I'll try 4 people in a room. And it seems to have done okay for me.
I know it's tainted because you walked away with 3 awards. What was your impression, though, of the festival prior to winning? Did Ernie do a good job?
Oh my God, I've loved it. Ernie has treated us really well, even before we got to the festival, when we were trying to hit a deadline of getting the film finished. And Ernie was very, let's just say, very respectful of our inability to do that. And so he gave us a couple of extensions. And has welcomed us and has been an absolute gent since we arrived. So more than happy.
And with those accents, it's clear that you kids came from South Jersey.
Yes, we've lived in Asbury Park since birth.
Well, tell them where you came from.
Well, I think we all came from London, right? None of us are actually from London, I think, except for Tom. I think you're not even from London, are you?
Basically London, yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, sort of. If we named the other places, I'm not sure the Americans would understand where we're talking about anyway. But yeah, I'm a Northern England man. You're a Northern England woman, Scottish, and Kent, and David Whitney, who is not here, who is a very loud man who's going to be very upset by not being here. He's also from London, but he was the other guy that is in the ensemble.
I can't believe you guys made the trip. Like, people submitted from around the world, but not everyone made the trip. I'm so glad you guys did. It would have been weird to give 3 awards to nobody.
It was a no-brainer for me to come. I mean, I've been doing this for 5 minutes, and to get nominated, it's my first feature. And I was like, I have to come.
It's going to be like this every time, I'm sure.
And I'm so pleased I did, because, and I'm not saying this just because you're here in all your wonderful red jacketness, but it was truly inspirational. And I brought my daughter, and she was inspired by the whole idea of creating and making mistakes, but picking yourself back up and just doing it, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I think that's what this festival epitomizes, actually. And it was very inspirational.
Beautiful.
She said, you're not bad for a bunch of actors. She expected you to be obnoxious.
Highest review you could get from a blood relative. You finally made it. We were looking for you. Tell them your name.
David Whitney, please.
Tell them what you did with the film, David.
I'm one of the actors, one of the ensemble.
Yes. Where is the ensemble award? Did you leave it elsewhere? Did you leave it in a cab somewhere?
I think I sold it.
All right. This is the one. Which one are we missing?
Our producer took.
He took the award.
She took
the award. What was it like when we called out the ensemble? Do you feel seen?
Yeah, I do, man. I mean, they're a great team, and I love doing it. And it's one of the, I mainly earn my living as a stand-up, and the main difference for me is being part of a team, rather because as a stand-up you're just a gun for hire. You go out there and you can rip a gig, and then you go back to your acting on your fucking Todd, and being part of a team is so much more enriching and much more fulfilling. So to win the ensemble for me is the best thing that could happen.
Amazing. Beautifully put, man. Give it up for the kids. The winners. 3 awards, 2 presents. This is the cat.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the AKA Ask Kev Anything.
Every saga has a 10-year anniversary, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what happens when Jay and Silent Bob get old. I'm Kevin Smith. Cheers,